Niantonso really putting the screws to him, especially while his red elixir's still burning. Gonna get a hop on, and Niantonso gonna tank it out pretty nicely. Rolls pretty even. Ult comes out quick here. Niantonso still at 5. Chase down's there. Shields in. He's gonna have to hop in. Does he have the damage? Does have it.
We pop the red pot or you know, have their pots rolling. What skills they use and what succession is really going to pay off for them. So right here we see Cutie Pie bringing the Yarn very low. Is he going to be able to dash already on and finish him off? Does his key strike? His key strike should be coming off cooldown soon. He does get the stop, and he gets the first blood. He gets the first blood hit onto Yarn. So right there.
No, she used to have one of the highest HP regen values in the game. That was nerfed a little bit, but it's still pretty high. So we have both players going all in here. Exhaust and Ignite have both been popped, and Cutie Pie takes the first blood. So Cutie
Just to haul in and engaging and then going back. That's what the idea is.
Oh, well, Dyrus makes a play there. He baits him by casting Recall, and then he just kind of ease in and gets the stun off, and it looks like he might win this trade. This is going to be big. Javin does have the ult right now, so he has the Blade of the Exile, AD steroid, but looks
Barrier
like Dyrus
does come up.
Yep, Dyrus has
first
Barrier, and Dyrus is going to close out the series 2-0 and move on to
His way back, and the exhaust is now burned, so Cup of Water are going to have a little bit of time to work on things. They're going to get the red pots out, and they're just going to go at it. Ignite's ticking down. Cup of Water got the worst of this. He's going to get into the brush, though. He goes on the run. I'm a Cutie Pie, gets his shield up in time, which means that shield's down as Cup of Water comes in. I'm a Cutie Pie, cues away, turns it back around, and picks up first blood. Game 1 here, going to go to...
Right. In this 1v1 setting, you're limited to the one lane. You can only walk down that lane, and that's about it. And your skills, you know, move for you. So there's really not a whole lot those boots are going to do, especially in this 1v1 matchup. So Dyrus does pop the red push, and it looks like he was trying to bait that. Oh, Dyrus has all. It looks like this could be it. If Dyrus can get one stun off, and yeah. Here's first blood. Dyrus takes the first game of the series. So... in every single trade and just gotta have the advantage in lane. And it looks like Roast Beef is saving up for that bait here.
Yeah, and he still has that barrier. The only issue is I wish that Roast Beef had traded a lot earlier and abused that barrier when Dyrus did not have his summoners, because right now Dyrus has both of his summoners and quite a health advantage. And Roast Beef is fighting and Dyrus creeps, and it looks like he... Oh, and there's the red pot barrier combo to keep him alive, but he is still very low.
Yeah, see, I don't actually like that trade by Roasted Beef, because, you know, I see what he was trying to do. He was trying to get low and then, you know, bait and haha, I get the barrier red pot. But, okay, so first blood goes to Dyrus.
Belter gonna head home again. Niantonso coming over. Can he stop him? Oh, he gets him.
Yes, he can. Gets
him just in time. Pobelter gonna have to stand in it. Pulls the ult out. Niantonso trying to wait. He's still got barrier and ignite. Barrier popped very late. Barrier back up for Pobelter, and Pobelter.
So I think Dyrus is basically just putting in a surrender vote here with this. Or maybe he'll stay.
Oh my god.
And Dyrus wins the game. Oh my god. Javin got 2.
Is the win. So the game will take care of that for us. Ignite goes down and Hotshot's in trouble. First blood to I'm a Cutie Pie, and that's game 1.
I mean, if he can go and just trade a lot, maybe he can whittle Best Riven and A down, but it's going to take a long time.
And there's no underestimating that extra health. And again, we end up in a situation where Best Riven and A not going to spin the cleanse. He's going to have it for a key burst later. He's not going to spin it on that ignite. How goes, and he's going to go on the run. Ult's good. Best Riven and A picks it up cleanly there. 6 minutes, 50 seconds in.
And him not having a summoner to counter it, AK Sniper's in a really good position this game.
Yeah, Mega Zero going to go in there, but against the double Doran's Blade, there's just not a lot he can do. He's taking a ton of damage here. He's going to drop the exhaust. He needs to get the damage on while he can. Of course, you can go pretty much half the top side of enemy jungle while you're in the trouble. Mega Zero doesn't really look like he was trying to get out of that one. First Blood's going to go over to AK to grab himself A siege minion, and Zion Spartan decides he's big enough to get in there and do it. He's got barrier. Is it going to be enough? Turret's too much. Zion Spartan stays alive, but barely.
He took one tower shot too many. He knew Dr. Shoculance had used cooldowns to farm, and here comes the final all-in! First blood's gonna go to Dr. Shoculance. It's not like a normal Summoner's Rift game where you can maybe just like walk around the other side, because that's actually out of bounds in this matchup. And here comes the engage.
Dr. Shoculance going to try and win it with minions' help, and he is getting a lot of help from the minions. Shield comes back up. First blood for Zion Spartan.
Stacker for passive, which you can see on both players here. It makes her sword light up a little bit, and that's her passive. So I think Cutie Pie might have been able to go in on that. So she gets this passive, and then when she uses an ability, her next auto attack will do significantly more damage. It scales with your AD and has a base value as well. Alright, looks like Yarn picks up
going to
first
Yarn
blood.
by his
Gold on that rejuvenation beam. Single is going to do for Chris, you know?
Right, and I think it was more like he saw the idea and kind of thought, hey, that's a good idea, maybe I should try this, so it may work out for him, but Chris popping his ulti here, going in on Darius, getting the Ignite down. Darius' barrier is popped, Chris bringing him low. Oh, Chris waiting for the barrier to break. Darius getting Chris very low as well with his Wind Slash, like both summoners out of Chris, and just continue this harass on her tower and gain that CS lead. And right there we see Darius pop his ultimate, get the Ignite onto Chris. Chris using that Valor to get out of there, but is brought extremely low by that Ignite and that ultimate. He is going to be forced to go back. He's going to go back here and hopefully maybe back out or try and stay for these creeps, because Darius does have quite a CS lead at this point. Darius going for the dive here on Chris. Don't know if that's the best decision. Darius looking to turn back in onto Chris. Chris with the baiting. Oh,
Ooh,
Chris baiting the
takes
bear.
That flash, an unexpected flash into, the key burst, stun, and then straight into Broken Wings. And Manpex is really, right here. So the flash comes out, and Manpex is going to go down. Yep.
And there's the first blood, yeah. So Zion kind of bait. He's probably going to back up. Zion getting the last hit of Broken Wings onto Manpex. Manpex getting an extra auto attack, 2 extra autos onto Zion. Zion trading with him, does pop that red pot. Zion goes for the Ignite, get the barrier out by Manpex. Zion heading down, trying to get away from that Ignite still up.
Yeah, and Zion's a red potion up here. He has a little more AD.
getting stuck on those creep waves though. Zion Spartan forced to flash away, yeah.
So I think right there we goes away and doesn't build into anything, where you have False Armor for the whole game and it does build into anything. We have an engagement here from Zion Spartan. It looks like he's going to get second
first
blood.
blood.
Yep.
Yeah, that is first blood.
Substance out of those last couple moves there. Now I'm a Cutie Pie going to get in, gets a nice key burst down, wants to follow it through, doesn't have his Ignite, and he's going to give it up to the turret. It's going to be game 2 to Cup of Water.
Choose whether he wants to stay at turret and farm the oncoming wave for the XP and the gold, or if he wants to just go back. Oh, and it looks like okay, so Zion Spartan picks up first blood. So cooldowns, I think. So when Zion Spartan gets back his Ignite, it's going to be almost exactly the same time Doughboy gets back barrier. But Zion Spartan just dives into the
immediate
turret.
aggression at level 6.
But I think it's very possible that he could maybe throw a few into that W or the E. And okay, so Westeros gets first blood. Threw up Kimchi, pick up the Ninja Tabi. That's something that I think, at least on stream too, we've only seen one other time today. And okay, so both players ult, and it looks like Westeros is gonna grab the kill. Yeah, the Ignite for you, then you deal on that.
Yeah, and Jamin just ulting the siege minion there. That was very interesting. But Capricious getting the ulti up, getting those extra auto attacks on, getting that extra damage is going to take out Jamin, so that is
I
good.
thought he had it. Oh man, I really thought he had it.
I was so sure of it, but he gets that gets the dash just in time.
Shoculance can't stick around for this. I have no idea what he's trying to bait.
He's done.
I think he's going for the tower. He's going for the tower condition. He's trying to chuck this down as best he can.
It's the minion line's going to be just in range here.
Pops
Couple
the ult.
water 6. He pops the ult. He's going to have the extra. Can he get it done? He can. Cutie Pie's here too late. One more. No, he's stunned. I'm a Cutie Pie gets it.
Oh my
man.
goodness!
Tonso just doesn't want to be left out. In this case, though, he's going to get to use part of it as Pobelter comes in and goes on the attack. Pobelter taking some good damage off of the minions. Ignite comes down. Barrier first. Adani and Tonso. Pobelter going to make it out. And they're both going to run pretty much dead even through that trade, and they got to stop doing that because the game just can't handle it. Both spin the red elixir. Health potions burning away, and nobody with an advantage right now. As Pobelter going to be a little bit short on the jump on a Nian Tonso. Nian Tonso with a chance here gets the first blood. It goes 1-1. Elixir's still burning. Going to get a hot on, and Nian Tonso going to tank it out pretty nicely. Rolls pretty even. Ult comes out quick here. Niantanso still at 5. Chase down's there. Shields in. He's going to have to hop in. Does he have the damage? Does have it. Pobelter wins. That Mega Zero would very likely be able to pull out. Could spell defeat for him right here. Boss Challenger and A exhausted. They're just going to stand next to each other. Trade key burst. Mega Zero just showing how much that extra Doran's Blade does. Ignite's ticking. Mega Zero going to go for it here. Key burst under the turret. Does he have it? He got it. First blood for a Mega Zero. Just
over.
4. He needs 4 right now.
3, 2.
Oh, it's back up
3
to
again.
3.
It's a zero-sum game. Can they get the advantage?
It's just about to be 30. He needs
oh,
one
he's
minion.
one CS
he's
away.
Not gonna
he's
get
not
it.
gonna get it.
Mega Zero going
Oh,
behind
Mega
turret.
Zero.
Oh, that was insanely close. The time between these might be enough. He needs one more. One more. He gets it. 30 CS lead. That is game for Mega Zero. He doesn't know
I don't know.
it yet.
I don't know if the players notice it.
He
They may
doesn't
not have
know
seen
yet.
it.
But that's game for Mega Zero.
It's all mind games at this point. It's all mind games.
I'm going to hop forward. Best Riven and A going to start soaking up some damage there. Hal very much getting the better of the look. He's going to cleanse out at the start of it. Best Riven and A wants to fight him again. He's got the minion advantage there. If he can trick Hao into smacking him one good one, it might work out. Hao just going to play the long game, though, waiting for the last second. And I don't know what Best Riven and A was thinking there. Possibly, yeah. Just for Chris to come out of this one, he's going to have to play it perfect. He does have Barrier, drops Ignite too, and that's going to get eaten up by and large by Valor. Couldn't get away from it there. Chris is playing for Toys for Tots. So he was trying to get some toys from them Tots with them skills that he pays the bills with, and they're just going to go out at level 1 again until somebody decides they ought to had better go. And, man, they're really playing it. It looks like a near attack. He's deciding that he's got it. He does have it. First blood to Chris at 110.
Far enough away. Cutie Pie.
He's going to try and juke under the turret. Keyburst going to buy him some time. Is it enough? It is! First blood to I'm a Cutie Pie. I think it'd be easy. You don't even really have to put a timer. Well, I guess you do need to put a little bit of a timer. GP5s. I'm a Cutie Pie going to go on Capricious, and he is just getting the worst of it. That armor really soaking up a lot of damage. Capricious going to come in, and he gets the stun onto him. Nothing doing, though. I'm a Cutie Pie goes down. Game 1 over to Capricious. He did not even really seem to be invested in that one after buying the boots. He just a little bit better than the cloth armor there, and the extra health that he'll be able to get back. Ignite's going to be spent on both sides. The exhaust comes down. I'm a Cutie Pie just not doing it. Capricious spent, but does get a couple of good auto attacks in while exhaust is burning. Mega Zero going to pump him back the other way, and right now he's going to burn Barrier. Ignite's still a play that he can make right now. He's going to make it. Mega Zero going to try and get him, and first blood to I'm a Cutie Pie now getting worked on by the turret, and he's just going to go on him. I'm a Cutie Pie. Can't make it out of range. The auto attack. Play server. It's not doing what it should be doing. But that's okay. You guys can see where everybody is. And an air attack wins it 2-0.
If he, loses the trade by a little bit, a small margin, that's fine. Dyrus is going to back off, keep farming, and let that health regen just heal him up.
Ooh, I don't know. The Ignite's gonna wind up getting him there. Wind up doing here. He has 4 blades in his own pocket. We'll see if he can hold all these swords. Hotshot going for the trades early on here. Hotshot taking a bit of damage. Barrier gets popped early by Dominate. There's the heal coming out from Hotshot. Ignite goes down after that, so Hotshot got the full duration of that heal. Keyburst goes off. Dominate looking like he's in trouble right here. Gets his own wind slash off, but Hotshot GG coming out with big.
So yeah, it's they're both pretty low. I will Dominate, of course, does have more HP, and he's going all in here. He's maybe a little more threatening in a joust, but definitely some intimidation factor there with the carrot. And I will Dominate gets really low. They both Barrier. Looks like Pobelter is going to pick this one up. First blood.
Potions and an ear attack still packing at least one. Key burst going to hold him in place there for a couple seconds. Ignite's going to go down. They're going to trade him out. Barrier still there for Chris as he's going to try and tank this out. Bait it back in. He pops Barrier. Going to go for it. Barrier runs out. Chris in trouble. An ear attack takes it.
He has the damage. He has the longevity so far in the matchup. We see another trade going down.
Yeah, and Pobelter's so close there on the turret, but Dominate does get the key burst up just in time. And ooh, okay, so there Dominate got the Valor up just in time to escape Pobelter's stun. And the one thing we can see here is that Dominate is closing that CS gap a little bit. So it was 6 to I think it was 6 to 17 or something, and Pobelter's gonna go all in here. Looks like he's in.
Not quite at that point yet. Mega Zero starting the trade early. This one hits level 6, activates that Blade of the Exile, getting him down.
So Mega Zero is going to want to go in here. Beat My Meat might go in with a cloth armor down.
Yeah, they both pop their blade or their exile. Their Beat My Meat uses his spells to clear gap, whereas Mega Zero uses it once he's there. So being the defensive one in this case gets Mega Zero out a little bit ahead there. Broken Wings combo after best of him. We'll have to see Mega Zero get a little bit more aggressive. Westroyce pops the Blade of the Exile extremely early. Barrier goes out there from Mega Zero. Westroyce still continuing to deal damage onto him. Elixir Fortitude got popped. Now the Blade of the Exile goes out from Mega Zero as well. They rush back in. Westroyce has to pop his own barrier after. Oh man, Westroyce is so low. The Wind Slash went off. Westroyce, there might not be the wisest thing in the world, but Mega Zero has advantages over Westroyce. Westroyce just goes right into the crease. Doesn't even want to have to deal with this one. Tower is not going to be enough.
Use that defense. In his runes, his masteries, his items, everything. But Mega Zero goes all in with his ultimate right here.
Yeah, both of them had that Blade of the Exile pop. Wind Slash not yet up. Chris actually burns the barrier. Mega Zero doesn't attack him through it at all. Chris taking a lot of damage here. The Wind Slash yet available still. Barrier goes off for Mega Zero. Chris trying to run away. This is his own HP pot. So now we have AK Sniper with the Elixir Fortitude pop. He has a little bit extra attack damage over Anno Attack. They're going back and forth the blows. Anno Attack has the next auto attack down. AK Sniper takes minion damage so low. He still has his barrier though. Can he bait it? Barrier goes off. Valor goes off. Anno Attack running, but they kill each other at the same time.
Whoa.
First blood goes to Anno Attack though. Attack might be a little bit better off than him in this one, but actually going in right now, pops the Blade of the Exile. Barrier goes off. There's the Wind Slash early from an Air Attack, but
Up on HP right now. So Zion Spar is going to go in anyway.
Zion gets to go in, uses the Broken Wings combo, knocks back Polebolter. Polebolter uses his first two strikes to gap close, gets the last one off. He hits level 6 beforehand. Both of them using the Wind Slashes and the barriers. Though Polebolter coming out behind on this one. The Valor goes off, but Zion Spartan has that Broken Wings combo.
Zion Spartan does. Very equally skilled players here.
Zion Spartan now getting a little bit aggressive against Polebolter. The downside of pushing that lane is giving your opponent a bit of experience advantage. Ignite goes off Polebolter. Is he going to want to go down? Has to burn the barrier right there. Zion Spartan wants to go in though. Key Strike goes off. There's a key burst for
6 on Efong as well, and he is going to have the red elixir. If he wants to pop it, he's going to get the better start on Efong's side here, but keep in mind that red elixir's in. He's going to go ahead and pop the red elixir. Claky D ready to keep this thing going. Ult's going to be popped. Key burst going to stop everybody where they're standing, and they're waiting for the right time. Ignite comes down. Efong might have a little advantage on that side. He's going to end up going bad and sends his ult across. Claky D very narrowly escapes death right there. He's going to go on Efong before the health potion gets too much work done. Just needed a little more, but Efong gets
synchronized with his Ignite. There he goes, uses the Ignite, goes in on here. AK Sniper didn't get the barrier up. It actually just wound up picking up the win right here. Activates the ultimate. There's the Valor going out. AK Sniper, Valor goes in. The Key Burst goes off. The barrier is up. AK Sniper. A couple of health potions, getting himself up towards 5. Zion Spartan, though, might just want to try to go in for a Broken Wings combo. Goes down.
Masteries, but nothing major that affects armor or attack damage anyway. And Mega Zero is going to go all in.
Yeah, Zion Spartan burned his barrier a little bit early there. Mega Zero is going to wind up using his own. Now Zion Spartan's kind of on the run here. Mega Zero does actually get hit with the Key Burst. This is maybe a bit of a mind game that Mega Zero might be able to abuse right here. But he's actually going all in. Barrier gets popped. Zion Spartan's like, wait, where's the barrier? Zero early on, but now that they're both at the same skill mark, Caprice is actually in a little bit of trouble here. Ignite goes down. There go the barriers as well. Caprice is going to be hit with that last Broken Wings, knocking up Mega Zero, but not able to get out. Auto attacks piercing through the armor that Caprice has been able to pick up. Adds a little bit more auto attack damage as well as any of the damage from the abilities coming out from Mega Zero. There's a Key Burst going off. He still has his Blade of the Exile. Uses that Wind Slash extremely early, but there's the third proc coming out from his Broken Wings combination. Barriers go down back and forth, but it looks like Mega Zero will take the victory here. Strong in this one, not letting up, uses his actual Broken Wings combination to move around, misses the Key Burst. That's signal for Mega Zero to go and trade some damage of his own. 1, 2, 3 Broken Wing strikes. A Near Attack pops his ultimate while waiting in the brush. Mega Zero actually gonna walk in there, but a Key Burst back there from a Near Attack stops Mega Zero in his tracks. A Near Attack not able to really trade damage here, trying to get Mega Zero down low enough. I don't know if it's gonna be enough. Trying to just wait out this Blade of the Exile is Mega Zero. It gets down without even using Wind Slash. A Near Attack in a bad spot right now. Now needs to jump around. Mega Zero going under the
Level 6. He uses the ult there to chunk down a Near Attack a little bit. Might want to go all in here. Mega Zero might have this.
Mega Zero underneath the tower. Is a Near Attack going to get that last tower shot? Will it be enough?
Because when a Near Attack gets barrier, it's going to have that over Mega Zero. Mega Zero's going to go in here. He needs one more Q and he wins the game.
To give him time to head home if he wants. He's going to get the Key Burst. Claky seconds away from it, but first blood to time a little bit curious about.
Quickie!
Bagger's
the
going to
elixir
go
up.
on. It's got the elixir, spins it. It's no good. You can tell he's looking for the move here. He's going to hop forward. Still got his red elixir going, and he is able to just pile damage on. Cleanse comes out. Barrier going to join the party. And Best Riven and A makes it through. Gets it. First blood for Best Riven and A as Valor fairly passive as it looks like he's having some problem. Ult's going to get popped as J-Min says, hey, if you want to talk about having some lag, we'll go for it. Both Ignites burnt. Best Riven and A a little low, but keep in mind he's got Summoner Heal, so he's got time. He's also going to be getting 15 back on every attack, and Best Riven and A does it. Difficult to do, especially when he's just giving over free damage. Key burst at the right time, but Capricious is going to get caught up in one. Ignite comes down. Barrier comes out. Zion Spartan going to go on the run. He's got Flash. Gets himself out of range of those caster minions to try to come back in. He's got to wait for the cooldowns. He's going to get him at a pretty decent time. Can't do it. Capricious going to grab.
Yeah.
And Zion Spartan going to end up under turret. He is Ignite, goes on the run, takes some good damage off the turret, doesn't get it by just a tick there.
Right, yeah, he'll be able to take out 10 of the 15 armor with that and also mitigate the damage. Zion Spartan's going to play aggressively right now. There's the Ignite.
Best Riven and A comes over, the ult comes out. Best Riven and A did not manage to... And Niantanso just doesn't want to be left out. In this case, though, he's going to get to use part of it as Pobelter comes in and goes on the attack. Pobelter taking some good damage off of the minions. Ignite comes down. Barrier first out of Niantanso. Pobelter going to make it out. And they're both going to run pretty much dead even through that trade, and they got to stop doing that because the game just can't handle it. Both spin the red elixir. Health potions burning away, and nobody with an advantage right now as Pobelter going to be a little bit short on the jump on a Niantanso. Niantanso with a chance here gets the first blood.
More damage. It scales with your AD and has a base value as well. Alright, looks like
And
Yarn
first
picks up
going